Hello. Okay, I admit it. I have picked up some British intonations, and even sometimes I secretly speak in a British accent. And I say secretly because I don't think that British people notice when I'm doing it, which has made me feel like I can do it a lot more. I know I'm kind of backlit, but not that backlit because it's a gray day, as often is the case here. So I'm offsetting it with these lovely flowers, even though I find it strange that you can find freesia, which is a spring flower in California, in the markets in the fall here. But I'm not complaining because they smell great. They just confuse me about what season it is. But I'm from California, so I'm used to being confused about what season it is. So I was thinking about sharing like this very depressing story that happened recently, and then I was thinking how everything feels very depressing right now, and I want this podcast to vlog. Sorry, I've listened to a lot of podcasts. It's part of my cheering up strategy, and that's what I want this vlog to also be. So instead, I am going to talk about the mindfulness group that has concluded at JRS, and why it was awesome. So we had cake yesterday. Obviously, I had to provide cake and strawberries, and we sang songs to end the time. During our time together, we lay on the floor, we did body scans, we tasted raisins very slowly and mindfully, and people said that their pain dissipated. They said that they felt more calm and happy. And this is people, again, as I said last time, of all ages and backgrounds as diverse as Democratic Republic of Congo and Estonia. So it was really, but more than that, it was just also really fun. There was one guy who always wanted to eat the snacks at the beginning of the group, and then other people would tease him about that, and he would laugh, and he would ask me about being vegetarian and how many eggs a day I eat, and I would be like, well, it kind of depends, and he would be like, yes, but how many? And I'd be like, I don't know what to tell you, and then I finally was just like, 2, and hopefully that was a good number for him. He seemed satisfied. And I really like to set out tea and snacks and play music at mindful events that I put on. I do that. I've been doing that at the ZG Collective Young Meditator Night in London, also at the Shambhala Center. And I just find it creates a very different feeling than if those things are not present. This is like really a time where I feel like I need to be just fundamentally taken care of. It's like rough out there in the world. And to just come into a space and be offered like a hot beverage and a biscuit feels really good. And then if there's some soothing music, I think we really have underestimate like the power of music in affecting a space. So I'm really interested in what I could do in this world to sort of help people create community all across the world in spaces where they're maybe not familiar with the nuts and bolts of how to do that. Even like holding these flowers right now, I think is part of that. Do you feel different because I'm holding these flowers? I do, but I can smell them also, so maybe that's a little different. Anyway, what I'm talking about is a little bit this concept of hosting, which is a Jesuit and a meditation concept. How do you host? How do you make people comfortable? How do you offer hospitality? And how do you host yourself? How do you make yourself comfortable in a world that's very challenging sometimes and stressful? Because if we aren't creating comfortable, soothing spaces, then how do we rest? And if we don't rest, then how do we have the strength to go back out into the challenging spaces and do what needs to be done for ourselves and for each other and for this world? So I recommend maybe not getting flowers, because that is maybe not the nicest thing for the flowers unless you buy a potted plant. But maybe doing something nice for yourself. What would be like a host, like if you were going to a nice get-together, what would you appreciate that a host might do for you? Is it a nice tea or a snack, or some little touch that makes the room really pretty, or a kind of lighting that would make you feel good? And maybe just bring that for yourself, and see if that changes anything. All right, that's me for today, and I hope you are all taking good care of each other and yourselves. I can't believe that was Jerry Springer's tagline, because now no one else gets to use it. And if you don't know who Jerry Springer is, then I am envious of you, or actually I just am happy for you. Anyway, take care, and I will see you next time, or you will see me.